Your credit score isn't a mystery weapon nobody explains. It's a record of how you handle money, and it shows up in almost every financial decision you make. If you want to borrow money with a fair rate or even rent a decent apartment, your score starts shaping the deal before you open your mouth. The good news is you can improve it with simple, repeatable steps that also make you smarter with your money. Few people realize how small mistakes compound into big costs over time. A higher interest rate on a mortgage, a larger security deposit, or even a higher car loan can eat into monthly cash flow every month for years. Your score isn't a magic box, it's a set of habits you can change. Let's unpack the real money inside your credit score and then lay out a clear, doable plan you can start today. We'll keep it practical and avoid buzzwords that don't move the dial. First, a quick look at common mistakes that quietly drain your finances. Many people never check their credit reports, or they trust a single lender's version of the truth. Errors happen, and they cost you money until you fix them. You might see a charge that isn't yours, an old account listed as open, or a late payment that was recorded incorrectly. Small errors add up to big hits. Late payments are the second big cost. A single late payment stays on your report for 7 years, and it can swing scores more than you'd expect. It's not just about missing one payment. It's a signal that risk rose in someone's eyes. The effect diminishes with time, but it's a long tail. High credit utilization is another common trap. If you rely on cards and carry high balances, your score drops. Lenders see high balances as a sign you're close to maxing out, which signals risk. This is one of the fastest levers to move for a quick score bump. Closing old accounts is a subtle mistake many people make when they want to tidy up. It reduces your available credit and can shorten your history, both of which can lower your score. Paradoxically, trying to improve things by shutting old cards can actually hurt you more. Opening a lot of new accounts in a short period raises red flags. Each hard inquiry can nudge your score down a notch, and many inquiries in a row look like you're in trouble. The timing matters. If you're rate shopping for a home loan, do it in a tight window so the searches count as one. Some people ignore the balance of their credit mix. A healthy mix can help, but it's not a prerequisite for a good score. The bigger impact comes from payment history and utilization. Focus there first. Now for a concrete, actionable plan you can follow to fix your credit score and free up money for investing and wealth building. I'm calling it the Credit Score Rehab in 6 steps. It's designed to be simple, repeatable, and compatible with a realistic budget. Step 1 is to pull and review your reports. You want all 3 major bureaus, and you want to look for errors with a careful eye. Download a fresh copy of each report. Look for wrong personal info, accounts that aren't yours, debts listed that you've paid, or dates that don't make sense. Put aside some time to mark anything you're unsure about. You'll dispute the rest. Step 2 is to dispute errors you find. Start with the item that stands out the most or affects your score the most. Write a clear, short dispute letter or fill out the online form. Include supporting documents if you have them, like bank statements or letters from creditors. The bureaus have a timeline, and most errors don't require years of back and forth. You want results, not drama. Step 3 is to bring utilization into a tight, intentional range. Your target should be to report around 10% to 15% utilization across all cards. If you're carrying higher balances, pay down aggressively and consider timing your payments around the statement date. The balance that gets reported when the issuer closes the month matters most, so plan your payments to land in that sweet spot. The practical way to do this is to set up autopay for at least the minimum on all cards plus a fixed additional amount until you reach your target. Then, when a payment is posted, you pay down again. It's a cycle, not a one-off fix. If you can, spread out payments so your balances are lower for the statement close. Step 4 is to protect and grow your positive history. Do not close the oldest card in most cases. Longevity matters, and length of history can help your score. If you have 0 usable credit history, consider a small, controlled method to build it, like a secured card or a credit builder loan. Use it for small monthly purchases and pay it off in full, every month if possible. Step 5 is to manage new credit carefully. Limit new applications unless you truly need them, and try to keep rate shopping within a short window. If you're buying a house or car, plan ahead and do the searches in a couple of weeks rather than spread out over months. Each inquiry lowers your score a little, so avoid the pattern. Step 6 is to monitor and maintain. Set up a monthly check-in to review your progress. Keep an eye on new activity, and celebrate small wins when your utilization stays low or when an error disappears from your report. Consider a simple alert system that notifies you when a balance updates or when a new inquiry appears. This plan isn't only about credit scores, it's a money management routine that makes room for sharper investing decisions. When your monthly cash flow improves because you're paying less interest, that extra money can be directed toward automatic investments in low-cost index funds. The habit of paying yourself first becomes easier when you're not pulled into high-interest costs. Let me show you how the math fits into wealth building. Say you fix your score well enough to secure a mortgage at a lower rate. Even a half-point drop in the rate can save you thousands over the life of a loan. The savings come through smaller monthly payments and less interest paid overall. Those savings can be redirected into a retirement account, a taxable brokerage account, or even a high-yield savings fund. Over time, the compounding effect helps your wealth grow faster than many other habits. To make it concrete, here's how you can structure your budget to support the rehab plan and your investing goals. Start with a simple monthly budget that covers essentials, minimum debt payments, and an investment line. Create a separate credit rehab line item. This is where you allocate the extra money you free up by reducing interest. It could be a fixed amount that you contribute to an automatic investment plan every month. If you have debt, approach it with a deliberate priority. Small, consistent payments on high-interest balances tend to deliver the most relief for your cash flow and your score. You don't need to max out every extra dollar on debt repayment. A balanced approach works better if you also want to invest. Consider the psychological side too. Track small wins and stay consistent. The credit score rehab is a long game, but progress adds up. If you notice your score inching up after a month or two of disciplined payments and lower utilization, use that momentum to accelerate investing or to increase your automatic contributions. Let's address a common obstacle: momentum. If you're currently overwhelmed by bills or you're juggling irregular income, you can still start. Set up a rhythm that works with your paydays. Automate the predictable parts, like minimum payments and a fixed investment transfer. Then use any extra money to pay down a card strategically so your reported balance stays low. A practical example helps. Imagine you have a mortgage in your future, but your score is holding you back. With the rehab plan, you clean up errors, keep utilization low, and avoid opening new accounts. The result is a stronger score and a lower interest rate on your mortgage. The monthly savings translate directly into more money available for retirement accounts or long-term investing. It's not magic. It's disciplined behavior that compounds. Here are a few quick tips to keep the plan on track. Always pay on time. It's the biggest lever for your score. Don't carry a balance unless you intend to pay it in full, and try to keep balances low on every card. If you have a card you rarely use, consider using it for small recurring charges and paying it off in full each month to keep the account active and beneficial. Stay organized with a single system for tracking due dates and balances. If you're listening to this and you're unsure where to start, pick one item from the plan today. Pull your reports and look for one clear error you can fix within the week, or choose one balance to bring down to the 10 to 15% target over the next 2 weeks. Small, consistent actions beat big intentions that never materialize. Some listeners might worry this takes too long. The truth is, the first meaningful score bump often happens in 30 to 60 days if you stay focused. The bigger gains come over 6 to 12 months as your history strengthens and utilization stays low. The payoff isn't just higher scores, it's lower costs and more cash left for investing and building wealth. If you have questions or you want a plan tailored to your numbers, I'm glad to help. Share your situation in the comments after you try one step. If you tried something that worked, tell others about it. Real-world experiences help everyone move faster. Before we wrap, I want to remind you that this plan is not about chasing a perfect score. It's about reducing the cost of money and freeing up resources for your long-term goals. A better score makes borrowing cheaper, but what you do with the money you save matters even more. Invest in assets that align with your timeline and comfort with risk. Consistency is the secret sauce. Do a little every week, and your money habits start to align with your goals. Over time, the small changes you make to your credit management can lead to outsized gains in wealth by reducing interest, improving loan approvals, and opening doors to smarter investments. If you found value in this discussion, please like this video. Subscribe to catch the next installment in this series, because we'll break down another financial habit that quietly drains your wealth and how to fix it. Leave a comment with what you're starting today, or share a win from your own credit repair journey. Your experience could help someone else take action. Remember, your credit score is not destiny. It's a reflection of habits you can change. Start with one concrete action, stay consistent, and watch the numbers follow your efforts into better money, smarter decisions, and a stronger financial future. If you found this useful, give it a like, subscribe for more, and drop a comment with your questions or your plan.